Hey guys, what's going on? It's Even9. Welcome to my new What's on My iPod Touch episode. This is going to go through my applications, some of my games, and my music as well. So let's go ahead and get on straight into it. Now, we'll see that the wallpaper is just a stock iOS 7 wallpaper. This is because I like it. I like this one a lot, and it really blends with the black, bezel and everything like that, and of course that's why this came stock with the device, because it looks really nice with it, and I really do enjoy this wallpaper. So we're going to take a look at the first page on my springboard. I have Skype, which replaces FaceTime because I use Skype to message my friends and stuff, so it's better than FaceTime because of course it's similar to FaceTime, but you also get to message your friends as well. So I use Skype for my first application on my springboard. Next we have calendar. I just use it to see which day it is, or which day of the week it is rather, and just the dates and everything like that. I just use the icon. I'm sure many people simply use the icon for the icon, and they don't really, dive into the application itself, because the intention of purpose is just to see this and you see, okay, today's the 28th, which is Thanksgiving by the way, but today's the 28th, so I know it's the 28th, and that's basically about it. But some people use it for something more, but I just use it for that purpose. Next we have camera, then YouTube, then videos, notes, photos, and clock. I use all of those applications. I use clock for the stopwatch, I use notes just to jot some things down, and I use videos sometimes if I have movies that I download via iTunes, then I'll be able to watch it through that application. Then we have solar, which is a pretty nice weather app that I've discussed earlier. Then we have weather with voice memos. So you're probably wondering why I have two weather applications. Well, I like to get a lot of different information from various sources. You'll see that I have even more weather applications on my device as we go into the video. I just like having a lot of different information, so although some information sometimes conflict, I just like to get a general scope of the differences rather than have one application and wonder if it's all that accurate. Then we have my stock iOS folder, which has these applications. And then I have my settings app, followed by App Store, iTunes Store, and iBooks. I use iBooks quite often to read books. I haven't been using it recently. It's actually a rather new addition to my iPod. I have been using it, I would say that I first downloaded it about 2 years ago on my iPod Touch 4th generation, but I didn't use it that often, so I ultimately deleted it. But now I have it again because I figured that, hey, I'm going to use it eventually, and I ended up actually using it, so now I have it on my device. Next we have calculator, followed by show of hands. Show of hands got a new update, SOH, which is short for show of hands, 3.0, which includes the new iOS 7 interface, as well as new improvements and tweaks. And next we have Tweetbot. I was pleasantly surprised by the application. At first I didn't like it that much, but the new update added a night mode, which allows the UI to be black, and I'll show you when I go into the application. You'll see that it turns black, and there we go, it's black, and I really like this. I like this a lot, and this is by far the best Twitter client for iOS. I like it a lot. It's so simple and everything like that, and I really like this UI to top it all off. So it's a great application, totally worth the $3. It really puts Twitter in a whole new light, and you're really gonna like it if you're on the fence about getting it. It's really nice. And with the addition of this night mode, if you have a black iOS device, it just looks really great. If only Apple decided to implement black iOS 7. Yeah, I don't know, it's probably not going to happen, but we can all hope, can we? Okay, next we have games. In my games folder I have quite a lot of games. I have quite the collection of games. Some have been recently updated, as you can see by this annoying dot, which I've never understood. I hate this dot. I don't like that at all, but you know what? I don't know. It's not worth going into the application right now. I'm probably going to go into it soon just to get rid of that, but here are the games that I have if you want to take a look at them. I play almost all of the games, so if you want to take a look. I love Whale Trail. That's my favorite game right now. Absolutely love it. If we go to, let's see, the other game I'm playing, Real Racing 2. Why don't I have Real Racing 3, you ask? Well, Real Racing 3 is, I don't like Real Racing 3 because it's just so heavily bogged down with in-app purchases that it just doesn't make it worthwhile. At least you have a real, actual racing game with Real Racing 2. I also got GT Racing 2, which is one of those freemium racing games. I haven't played it yet, but I got rid of that dot by opening it, so it might seem like I played it, but I really didn't. So that's about it with my games. If we go to my second page, you'll see I have all of my utilities stacked in alphabetical order. That's just how I do it. It's just something I have. I doubt it's OCD. I hate when people exaggerate their, their oddities with the fact that they have OCD, which, yeah, it's people overuse that term. Anyway, my second page, we have AccuWeather, followed by Alien Blue, which is a Reddit client. Then we have the Amazon store, which is nice for looking at things. Then we have Big Lens. I really like this application because it allows you to add depth of field to your photos. Then we have Cardiograph, followed by CNET, Currency, Edmodo, which is what I use for school as like a sort of Facebook alternative. Then we have Dailymotion, which is just an alternative to YouTube that has some pretty cool videos, so I have it there. Then we have GarageBand, which was free for like a week, and I've never opened it, so I don't really know how to explain it, but I suppose it's similar to the Mac version of GarageBand. One would hope, but of course, since it's an iOS device, it's probably going to be a bit different. Next we have Geekbench 3, it was 99 cents, I decided to go for it just to see what the iPod Touch 5th generation scored. Although I could have just looked that up on the internet, I just thought I would go check it out for myself, so I just blew 99 cents on that. Then we have Google, which is nice for testing out Google Now on iOS. I don't find it that entertaining, but for some reason I still have the application. Then we have iFunny, which is nice for just looking at funny pictures. Then we have Instagram. I rarely use that, but if you want to follow me, it's at EvilNinjas99. I don't have any pictures. I'll hopefully add some pictures, maybe, eventually, but I don't have any at the moment. Then we have Kick. You all know what that is. Then we have NFL Mobile, which is nice for checking the standings, or checking out the standings of different teams and the scores and everything. Then we have Omegle, almost never use that. Then we have Speed Test, nice for testing out the internet speed in various locations. Then we have System, which checks your system resources and stuff like that. Pretty nice to monitor your system, and it's pretty, as far as an iOS app goes, it's pretty nice because not a lot of applications on the App Store allow you to fully, monitor your device. So it's always nice to have that. Then we have Tractor DJ. I suppose it's somewhat like GarageBand, although I've never opened GarageBand. Then we have TV Guide, which allows you to check the TV listings out. Followed by UPS Wallpapers, which allows you to get quite a lot of good wallpapers that are similar to the one I have now. Then we have Weather, followed by WeatherBug. Of course, more weather applications. I use WeatherBug quite a lot because it's actually pretty accurate, and it uses a radio station from the middle school that I'm next to. So it's pretty accurate because I live right next to the middle school. In fact, I used to go there because, of course, it's like right next to me. Anyway, so that's basically all the applications that I have, and there you go. So if you want to take a look at any of these applications, just search them in the App Store. There you go. One more look at my games. And yeah, so there you go. Those are the applications I have. It takes up quite a lot of space on my device, but it's a media device, so why not stack it with a lot of things? Compared to a lot of other people, I don't even have that much on my device, but it takes up about, the applications take up about, I would say, 10 gigabytes of space on my device. Mixed with a few, 2 gigabyte games, and GarageBand takes up a lot of space overall. So let's go into my music. In my music, I don't really have anything new. Speaking of new, I got the new Paul McCartney album, which is pretty good. It's more like electronic rock, so it's nice, pretty nice. Welcome change. And yeah, so if we go into this whatever mode this is, faux cover flow mode, which is fake cover flow mode, which it isn't even considered cover flow, you'll see all the not applications, album artwork that I have. If we go here, if this camera would focus. So we have all the stuff here, and you can take a look at the stuff that I have, and there is all the stuff, or the albums, and if you want to take a look at that, there we go. You'll probably be able to recognize some of these if you listen to the same type of music. And yeah, so there we go. That is my music that is on my device. I have about, 55 albums, like 1,300 songs, and so yeah, that's what I have. So there you go. That is my device. Hopefully you have an idea of what my device looks like, what's in my device, and everything like that. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. More content where this came from. I promise I'll be uploading much more. I'll probably be getting some new equipment soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so that's basically it. I'll see you in the next video if you decide to watch it. Take care, guys.